Hello and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Welcome, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Full of smiles, full of sunshine, just full of good energy. We are going to work today to strengthen and also release tension from the base of your neck all the way down your spine. So really working to get the circle spine all the way through the thoracic and down all the way to the base of the spine and getting in to the tailbone even. So really just working to let go, to promote flexibility, to release tension, and just get your spine, your whole back feeling as good as it can feel. That's my goal. So if at any point, and particularly if you are taking care of your back, if today's one of those days where you just need a lot of TLC, please be mindful. Don't go to the point of pain ever. Always keeping it on the side of cautious and care. Always making sure that your core is engaged. That's going to help support your back. So anytime we do any kind of a flexion, anytime we are bending, if you need support with the hands on your legs, please take that. If you would like to have the hands on your hips to hinge, please do that. Anytime you have arms overhead and with longer levers, that's going to add weight. So we want to make sure that you are being mindful, that you are taking care of yourself, you are doing what you should be doing, and always err on the side of caution. Okay? And if today's you're like, wow, I thought I was ready for this, and I thought my back needed this, and this is just not great, I have included another video that you can just click on at the end of this video, and also about 8 minutes into this one, there will be another link that you can click on that will be a more gentle version to take care of yourself. So feel free to choose either of those options. But let's get going, making sure that you have some water handy, that you know that you can stop at any point. You have a smile on your face, and if you don't, hopefully you will by the end of this. And just an open mind, okay? No expectations, just let it happen however it's meant to happen today. Just be nice to yourself, okay? All right, guys, so we're going to start at the top of our mat. And we're going to give those shoulders a nice big roll up and back, and let the shoulders just gently slide down and away. Let's do that one more time. So we have this tendency to hold a lot of tension in the neck and the shoulders, guys. We want to let that go. Now we're going to isolate that right shoulder. We're going to take it up and back. Do that 2 more times. Isolate that right shoulder, take it up and back. Just one more time, close your eyes. As that right shoulder slides down and away, let it settle, and we isolate the left. Left shoulder up and back, roll it back, close those eyes. Big deep breaths, we roll that left shoulder up and back. And again, one more time, opening, rolling it back, and allowing it to come to settle. Now we're going to lift those shoulders up towards the ears, and you're going to squeeze those shoulders. And then exhale, let them fall down and reach through those fingertips. Again, inhale, lift the shoulders, reach. And exhale, reach it down. One more time. Inhale, lift those shoulders. Exhale, reach through those fingertips. Now just let those shoulders come to a natural setting. Now I want you to visualize as though there were a pencil kind of at your sternum, and you're going to squeeze the pencil as you draw the shoulders forward, opening up through that upper back. Now pull the shoulders back. Now that pencil is between your shoulder blades. Squeeze your shoulder blades. So we are opening and closing, hollowing out the tummy and chest. Draw those shoulders forward. Now opening the chest as you roll those shoulders back. Squeeze that pencil. One more time, forward with the shoulders. And one more time back. Squeeze. And gently release the arms. Big shoulder roll up and back. And let those arms just hang. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. As you exhale, roll the head to the left ear over the left shoulder. Lift that left shoulder towards your ear, roll it to the back, and then reach with those left fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. Now reach with those right fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. And let's slowly turn the chin towards that left collarbone. Oh, now just be kind. Sometimes this little rotation of that head can really get you. So a deeper stretch. If you are one that holds tension in your shoulders and your neck, yeah, buddy, this will get you. So just be nice. Slow those breaths down. Just to an intensity of a 6 or a 7. As you exhale, release the chin back towards the chest. Big shoulder roll, those up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. And we roll the head to the right. Right ear over the right shoulder. Lifting that right shoulder towards your ear. Roll it towards the back. And reach those right fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. And now reach with those left fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. Just noticing that length through the neck, through the shoulder. Can you feel that stretch all the way down your arm? I can. Now slowly, slowly begin to turn your chin towards that right collarbone. Now notice if one side might not be quite as intense as the other. For me, that's this side. Not quite so much on this left side. Definitely feeling it on the right. So depending on how you sleep, the activities you've done, just your natural tendency to hold tension wherever that is in your body, it's just going to influence, right, the resistance that we find. And when we find that resistance, we're going to be nice to it. Okay, we're going to gently guide it away. Let it drift away. We're not going to hammer it out of us. Slowly releasing the chin back towards the chest. Bringing the hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers and then just gently close the elbows around the ears as you pull that chin down. So now that stretch begins at the base of your head. All the way down the spine. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows nice and wide. And as you exhale, let's lean to the right. Far as your body is ready to go. Keeping those elbows stacked, long stretch down that left side. Inhale it back up. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Again, we keep those elbows stacked. And just that beautiful long stretch. Inhale it back up nice and tall. And as you exhale, let's take our gaze to the sky. Release the weight of the head back into the hands. A little back bend. Squeeze those buns, open the chest, strong through the belly. Inhale, we rise. One more time, close those elbows around the ears. And a gentle pull of the chin down. Inhaling it up nice and tall, releasing the arms out to a T. We're going to step our feet out nice and wide, and we're just going to rotate. So we're just going to sway. You can let your feet lift. We just want that freedom of that rotation. And the speed is entirely up to you. So if we're taking care of our back, it's a much more controlled, slower pace. Back feels great. You can kind of let the weight of the arms influence that rotation. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more on each side. And we're going to come back to center. Relax your arms. Turning to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart. Again, if you need the support of the hands on the thighs, use that. If you like the hands on the hips, that's fine. We're going to add a little bit of the arms, so it's entirely up to you. If you prefer, just don't hinge quite so far. Okay, so not quite so much flexion. Inhale, reach to the sky. Turn your palms to face front, spread your fingers, and as you exhale, pull the elbows back, squeeze the base of your shoulder blades to a cactus arm. Inhale, reach to the sky. This time we're going to hinge forward as much or as little as you like. Reaching out through the fingertips, pull and squeeze cactus arms. Inhale, reach it out and rise. Exhale, squeeze. Open the chest, gaze to the sky if you like. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hinge it forward. Pull it back. Inhale, reach it out. Lift it high. Exhale, pull. Gaze to the sky. 1 more time forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge forward. Pull it back, squeeze. Inhale, reach it out. And rise. Relax the arms. Turn the palms to the front to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, pull the hands to heart center and let's lower the hands down to the thighs. Resting the hands on the inner thighs. Placing the palms right on the top of the thighs, fingers to the inside. We're going to take a big breath in and we're going to press the chest forward, arching your back, gaze to the sky. And then as you exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale and hollow, standing cat and cow. One more time each direction. Exhale and hollow. Coming back to that neutral spine, inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. And just relax the weight of the upper body down. Oh, just let that upper body hang. Feel yourself just kind of melt. Soft bend in the elbows. Making sure we're not feeling pressure behind the knees. If you are, a soft bend in those knees. Bring the hands to the elbows. Let's hold on and gently sway side to side. We'll arc around those legs. Letting go of tension, tightness, resistance. We come back to center. We shift our weight forward into our toes a bit. Oh, and back into those heels a bit. Center your weight. Release your arms. Let them hang. Breathe. Let's inhale, lifting halfway up. Bending the knees as much as you need to get the hands to the floor. Let's center that left hand out in front of us. Palm pressing into the mat. We're going to rotate our body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Now, if you need to come up to the fingertips, that's okay. If you can get the palm to the mat by bending those knees, that is better. If you happen to have a block, use the block. We're working to get that rotation as much as we can. Reaching up, lengthening out of the shoulder up through the tips of the fingers. Breathe. Slow and steady. As you exhale, slowly release that right hand down. Right hand takes the place of the left. Again, if you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. If you can get that palm to the mat, perfect. If we need to come up, it's okay. But I want you to be able to press against the floor to open, to get that rotation. Promoting flexibility in the spine. Lengthening out of the fingertips. Breathe, slow and steady. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down, hanging in forward fold. Again, soft bend in those knees if you need to. You can bend those knees, place your hands above the knees and roll yourself up, or arms are heavy and we roll ourselves up. So always using those hands for support, guys. If having the weight of the upper body is too much load for that lower back right now, gotta take care of that back. Big shoulder roll, up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, extend those arms out to a T. Breathe. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest, press your palms forward, chin down. Inhale, open and reach. As you exhale, arch it back. Little or a lot. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, open the arms to a T. Flex the wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it, open, and reach. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Step your feet side by side. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Press your hips to the right. Roll that right shoulder back. Breathe, long stretch through the waist, through the ribs. Flexibility, promoting that lateral flexibility in the spine. Inhale it up nice and tall. Exhale, lean to the right. Press your hips to the left. And reach, rolling that left shoulder back, squeezing the inner thighs. Finding that breath. Finding that release. Inhale it up nice and tall. Pull the hands to heart center. Step your feet to hip width apart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhaling up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog or cobra, cobra or up dog. And exhale to down dog. Feet are hip width apart. Hands shoulder width and our fingers are spread nice and wide. And let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Head is heavy. Pressing through the palms of the hands, guiding your weight back towards those feet. And just breathe. As you exhale, let both heels sink. And gently sway your hips side to side. Big deep breaths. And we come back to center. Inhale to the balls of the feet. Hollow your tummy, hollow your chest. Slowly begin to level yourself out into a long plank position. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Now tuck your chin towards your chest. Lift the spine, hollowing the chest, hollowing the tummy. Slowly lifting each vertebra towards the sky at a time. Lifting those sit bones high, shifting back to our down dog with those heels high. And then slowly let your heels sink. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, lift the heels, hollow your tummy, hollow the chest. Slowly, slowly, we are starting to articulate those vertebrae one at a time to level out into plank. Getting that full plank, lengthening that spine. Now slowly tuck the chin. Hollow through the chest, feel that space between the shoulder blades, slowly lifting each vertebra back towards the sky as we shift our weight back towards those feet. Coming to that down dog position, high on the balls of the feet. Pressing the bottom of your tummy towards the top of your thighs, and then slowly let your heels sink. We inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Knees to the mat, set it back to child's pose. Extending those arms out nice and long. Relaxing the palms of the hands to the mat. Reaching those sit bones back towards your heels. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands out to the left. Reach through your right fingertips and press your hips to the right. And relax the weight of your head down. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through the center, and then over to the right, reaching through your left fingertips as far as you can reach, and press your hips to the left. Relax the weight of your head down. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through the center, and sit it back to child's pose. Arms extended out nice and long. If for whatever reason that's causing pressure or tension in the shoulders and the neck, we can bring our hands back towards our feet, relaxing the palms to the sky, back of the hands to the mat. You can stack your hands, either flat hands for the forehead to rest against, or stacked fists. That's always great for giving us a little bit of lift for the neck if you need to. Whatever feels good to you. Find your breath. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Inhale, let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Back up to our downward facing dog. And we're going to bend the right knee, pressing that left heel towards the mat. And I want you to press through the palms of your hands and guide your weight back towards those feet. It's like you're pressing your chest towards the mat. Almost feels like you're arching your back. Now switch sides, left knee bends, right heel down. Now give a little push with those hands into the mat. Extend both legs. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, cactus arms, squeeze those shoulder blades. Open the chest. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Releasing the knees to the mat, tops of the feet to the mat, and pull your hands back to tabletop. We shift our weight to our left hand. Right hand sweeps through between the arm and leg, shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat, and we rotate and reach. Left arm to the sky. Reaching up as high as you're able to reach. Extend out of the shoulder up to the tips of your fingers. So we should feel this really nice stretch in that upper and middle back. Our thread the needle. Oh, feels so good. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down. Press it back to tabletop. Center your weight, and let's take it to the other side. Left hand sweeps through, shoulder to the floor, side of the head to the floor. We rotate our bodies and extend. Right arm to the sky, reaching up, high as you can reach. Now we're mindful of our neck as well as through the spine. So if we need to take our gaze kind of flat, that's fine. If we're able to look up, that might influence our stretch, but not at the expense of your neck, my friends. So always making sure that you're taking care. We lengthen and we reach to the fingertips. We're checking in with our breath. We're not judging, we're celebrating wherever we are in our thread the needle pose. Exhale, releasing that right hand down. Press it back up to tabletop and sit it back to child's pose. So just checking in. How do you feel? How's the back responding? Is it loosening up? That's our hope. And slowly walk your hands up. Let's come over onto one hip and sweep the feet around. And we're going to turn so that we are sitting with our mat lengthwise and we're facing the side. So getting into the different movements of our spine, guys. So it's not just forward flexion and arching of the back. It's side to side. It's actually a rotation. So that's what we're going to focus on here is that rotation. So we take the hands to the tops of the shins and we're going to sit up nice and tall. And I want you to isolate. So as we make a rotation, I want you to kind of arch the back, rotate to the side. There's that lateral. And then as you hollow, press your spine back. So it almost feels like you're just the rib cage, just making this really big circle, stirring a pot, okay? So hands are to the shins. We pull those shoulders back as the tummy comes forward, and then all of a sudden we hollow out. And so you remember when we did the beginning of the class, right? As we pulled those shoulders back, pull them back. And then you pull the shoulders forward. Last rotation here. So noticing as you rotate, how does your body respond? Are you feeling any limitations? Are you feeling any tension or any resistance in that lower back? On this one, we're going to come forward. We're going to release and we're going to walk the hands out. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down, head heavy. A little tuck of the chin towards the chest. Nice big deep breaths. Now we can either walk those hands back up or for more intensity and you're taking care of that back, but you want to strengthen it, extend those arms, core strong. And we walk those hands up or hinge it all the way up. And once again, release the hands to the shins. We're going to take it in the opposite direction. So we take that all the way around to the side, hollowing, draw those shoulders together. Rotating that lateral, coming forward, pulling those shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades. So we're just making that big circle. I don't want you to overthink it, guys. Okay, so it's not something that's totally unnatural and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't get my shoulders back. I can't pull my shoulders forward. I want you to just kind of feel how it transitions from hollow to open. And I want you to feel how your lower back responds, how your hips respond. Do you have the flexibility in the spine where you can feel the arch, where you can feel the open? Or is it kind of limited? So there's lots of variations, guys, and there's lots of ranges, okay? So you're just taking care of you. Last full rotation. So I totally feel this in my hips. What do you feel? Coming forward, extending one arm out, and then the other. Now walk it out. Slow and steady, nestling the tummy and chest onto your lap and relax the weight of your upper body down. So the further we reach out Is your tailbone lifting? If your tailbone is lifting, press it back to the mat. Then you can adjust your hands as you like, but keep that tailbone pressing into the mat. We're working to create space in that lower lumbar region of your spine. So like I said, we're working cervical spine, so give a little tuck of the chin towards the chest. We're working thoracic spine. You should feel that all the way through the middle back. Lower lumbar, press that tailbone towards the mat. Circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of the arms overhead. Reach it high. Exhale and release that right hand to the mat. Left arm up and over. Keeping that left hip pressing towards the mat. This is one stretch that I could not do without. This opening. This lateral stretch. This release to the rib cage and through the waist. As you exhale, turn the tummy and chest towards your thigh. Release the weight of your upper body down. Relax the weight of your upper body. So you might feel some shifting. You might feel some popping. You might hear some popping. You want to make sure that there's absolutely no pain involved. If there's any discomfort beyond a good stretch, guys, get out of that pose. Always working to keep the core strong to support that back. Once again, let's roll the tummy and chest open, core strong. Reaching out through those left fingertips, turn your gaze to the sky. And inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale and release that left hand, right arm up and over. As you reach to the side, press that right hip towards the mat. Keep that hip pressing towards the mat. Find your breath. Slow it down. As you exhale, slowly rotate towards that left thigh, releasing the weight of the upper body down, reaching through those right fingertips and relax the weight of your head. So always remember, guys, it is a journey, right? And it is yours. It is one that you have total control over. Consistency, you guys. Kindness, being gentle, challenging yourselves to the right place, but never asking your body, never forcing things to happen that aren't ready to happen. We rotate that right arm back up and over. And you guys, it's a celebration of movement. It's not torture. So if you're feeling like it's torture, back off. It should feel so good. Inhale, reach to the sky. Both arms come up. Exhale, open the arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it, open and reach. One more time. Exhale, open the arms to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it, open and reach. Pull the hands to heart center. Release your hands to the outsides of your hips, and we're going to open up those legs nice and wide. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. Point your toes. You don't have to have those legs super far. You can have them narrower. I want you to find some place that feels like, yeah, this isn't too bad. Or, okay, this is about as far as I'm willing and ready to go. Perfect. Now flex your feet. Relax your hands wherever you want them to be, behind you, on top of your legs, in front of you, whatever feels good to you. Breathe. Now we're going to point the left toes, and we're going to flex the right. If you're like, I'm not sure which one is which, I don't care. Just point one and flex one. And now switch. Point one and flex one. And switch. Are you still sitting up nice and tall? Are those shoulders soft? And switch. Last time. Now flex both feet. Reach to the sky. As you exhale, turn towards that right leg. Hinge it forward, reach it out. Work to place the center of your tummy and chest onto your leg. Release your hands to the mat and nose towards your knee. Now, oftentimes I get asked, is it okay if my hip lifts, my sit bone lifts off the mat? Yes, it is okay. If you can keep that sit bone down, both sit bones, by all means do. Everybody is made differently. So everybody's body is different. If you're able to get that sit bone down, go for it. If it needs to lift, that's okay. We really want to rotate. So we're feeling this really nice stretch all through that lower back, down the back of that right leg. Now we're going to lift just slightly and we're going to rotate towards center. Back of the right shoulder to the inside of that right thigh, best you can. Palm side up, slide your hand underneath your leg or take a hold of your sole of your foot. Left arm circles up and over. Now I'm going to ask you to roll that left shoulder back and turn your gaze towards the sky as best you can. Okay, so if you're kind of coming forward, that's fine, but see if you can lift and open a little bit more. So this, we're getting to that QL region of the back. Beautiful stretch through there, through the ribs. Again, always getting through the back of the leg, making sure the neck is happy. We can always take our gaze and just relax the weight of the head. Now inhale, reach to the sky. Both arms come up, keeping those feet flexed. Rotate towards that left leg. Hinge it forward, reach it out. Work to place the center of the tummy and chest onto your leg and relax the weight of the upper body down. So just be kind, be gentle, supporting with those hands as much as you need to. Again, if that right sit bone pulls off the mat, that's okay. We want to make sure we're checking in. Breath, slow and steady. Body, we're challenged, but there's no pain. Just feeling a good stretch. Inhale, lift just slightly. Turn towards center. Back of the left shoulder along the inside of your thigh. Rotate palm to the sky. Take a hold behind your calf, ankle, or take a hold of the sole of the foot. Right arm reaches up and over. So again, if the tummy and chest turn towards the floor, that's the natural tendency, right? So we're going to lift a little bit and we're going to work to open up. If you're not touching your toes, it's all good. Nobody cares. We just want to make sure that we're finding that amazing stretch. So if you're up here and you're feeling that amazing stretch, that's right where you're supposed to be. Everybody is made differently. So finding that place for you that is your perfect spot. Again, our gaze can be towards the sky, or you can turn your gaze towards that left leg and just kind of relax the weight of your head. We just don't want to cause any extra tension in the neck. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, pull the hands to heart center. Feet are still flexed. Can you lift your heels? Release the hands, just let them relax. Shoulders are soft. So here, we're going to soften our feet. We're going to close our eyes, and you're going to start to walk your hands forward. So as you start to walk your hands forward, we're just taking in, we're judging. Where is our stopping point? Do we stay where we are and flex the feet, adding intensity by flexing the feet, or keeping the feet soft and continue down? Kind of doing a check-in. Each step you go, can you still flex the feet? Each step you go, maybe you come down onto your forearms. Maybe you can extend those arms all the way out and release the chin or cheek to the mat. So it's about that flexibility through the hips. It's releasing tension. So your body's initial response is going to be to tense up, to protect. Give your body a second to release, to relax, and to know that you are not going to ask more than it's ready to give. So if those feet are still flexed, awesome. If they're soft, can you flex them at all? Now, if you like, begin to roll your pinky toes towards the back wall. Maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe we just send that message and it doesn't respond. Maybe you can just totally pull those pinky toes back. So just notice range of motion in those hips. Now soften your feet and just let your legs do whatever they want to do. So if your big toes roll to touch the mat, that is fine. If they're kind of somewhere in between, that is fine. I want you to just be aware of wherever they are. And now slowly walk your hands back up. Pull those legs together, bring the soles of the feet together. We sit up nice and tall. Hands to the ankles or your shins. Sit nice and tall. And just bounce the knees just a little bit, nothing big. Okay, nothing big at all. Now let those knees be heavy. Sit up tall and breathe. We're going to bend the elbows, and as though you were going to place your elbows or your forearms kind of right along your calves, elbows just above the knees. Now I want you to press the chest forward so that we're flattening out our back. If you need to adjust your feet at all, adjust your feet. So I want you to pull those shoulders back and see if you can draw those shoulder blades a little closer together. So it almost feels like maybe you're arching your back. It's probably more likely that it's straight or still a little rounded. But as we activate through that upper and middle back, that is going to help promote strength in your posterior chain. That is going to help you stand taller, sit taller, have better posture for longer, improve your balance and your gait. Now release the hands and let yourself round forward. Just releasing tension. Letting gravity do the work for us. Now starting at your tailbone, slowly roll yourself up. To sit up nice and tall. We crisscross those legs. So coming from butterfly to easy pose. I love easy pose, right? Sometimes I say this and people look at me like, is she joking? Easy pose. So it feels great to me. Hopefully it feels great to you. If it's not great, guys, your body just really needs it. So whichever leg is in front is perfect. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to cross that right hand over to our left knee, and we're going to bring that left hand behind us, and we're going to sit up as tall as we can sit. So again, as we sit up tall, anytime we do, it almost feels like we might be arching our back. Now I want you to press that right hand against the top of the knee as you pull yourself around for that spinal rotation. Now drop that right shoulder down and away from your ear and press that left palm towards the mat. A little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Really nice stretch through the neck, for the spine, for the hips. Breathe. Now ever so slowly I want you to release that rotation. So releasing that pressure through the right hand. And your eyes are the very last to come forward. Nice. Taking that left hand, crossing it to the top of the right knee. That right hand travels behind us, and we're going to sit up nice and tall. So I'm kind of resting on the pads of my fingers. So I'm kind of lifting the palms to help myself sit up as tall as I can sit. And we're going to rotate. We're pressing that right palm to the outside of the knee. Again, keeping that length in the spine. Turn your gaze out over that back shoulder. Now press that right shoulder down and away, and that left palm towards the mat. So feel that difference between being up on the pads of the fingers and working to get that palm down. Now a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Still that right shoulder pressing down and away. Nice stretch through the neck. How's your breath? So as we add these deeper rotations, sometimes it's easy to catch ourselves holding our breath. We want to make sure that we're still getting those big deep breaths. Now lift your gaze and ever so slowly release that rotation. Eyes the last to come forward. Slow, 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 slow. And release the hands on either side of your hips. Sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. Keep that length in the spine. Draw the chin down. We want to create that longest spine possible so that as we tip the chin forward, we start that stretch at the base of the head. Now for me, the intensity has gone down a ton with this stretch comparison to when we started. I hope it has for you too. Inhale, lift your head. And as you exhale, lean the head to the right. Oh, super nice. Opening up those ear canals, just a really nice stretch through the neck, the shoulder. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, lean the head to the left. Pressing that right palm towards the floor. Spine still tall, so we have this tendency to kind of sink in sometimes. Really want to stay tall. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Extend both legs out. Flex your feet. Reach to the sky. Exhale, back of the left hand against the outside of the right foot. Rotate your body and extend that right arm in a diagonal line. Press against the outside of your foot. Breathe. One of the beautiful things too, as we add rotations, not only are we improving the flexibility of our spine and the mobility of our spine, but we're also helping along digestion, detoxifying the body. How cool is that? Exhale, slowly bring that hand back to front. Palms touch. Inhale, one hand on either side of your foot. Reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, the back of the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Rotate your body and extend left arm in a diagonal line. Pressing against the outside of that left foot. Really opening the chest, lengthening through those fingertips. So we feel the strength in that upper and middle back. We feel the strength in the obliques. While we get that added benefit of mobility and flexibility for the spine. Yoga is so cool. What a great gift. Exhale, slowly draw that back hand forward. Bring your palms to touch. Inhale, one hand on either side of your feet. Reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Release your hands to shoulder height. Soften your feet. And ever so slowly, just kidding. Let's stay up for just a second. I love when that happens. My brain goes, oh wait. We're going to pull the knees in. And we're going to rock back. Hands are going to be on the shins or behind the shins, okay? So resting on the back of the thighs or on the tops of the shins. So we are going to do 4 roll backs and roll ups. This is just a really nice massage for your back. So if you're like, I don't think I want to do that, that is absolutely fine and your prerogative. Work to stay here in boat pose, right? So the more we strengthen our core, the safer our back is going to be. So you can choose, either join me or stay here in boat pose. If you're going to join me, hands either on the shins or behind the calves. We're going to rock back and rock up. Can we do it without touching those toes? Rock it back and rock it up. 2 more times. Rock it back and rock it up. 1 more time. Rock it back and rock it up. So now we've met you in boat pose. So now this time, if you are taking care of your lower back, really, really taking care of your lower back, place your feet to the mat, roll to your side, come on down onto your back. If your back is like, yeah, I think I'm good, it feels good, we're going to roll back, but this time we're not going to roll back up. So we're going to take it slow and controlled. We're going to hollow out the tummy and the chest. Breathe, and we're going to slowly rock it back and pull the knees in. Draw those shoulder blades down. Flattening out that spine, drawing the knees in. So using the strength of those arms to pull those knees in. Now gently release the intensity with the arms and just rock side to side. Nice big deep breaths. Coming back to center. Placing your right foot to the mat right by your bottom and then the left. Feet are hip width apart. Now we're going to tuck the pelvis so that the small of the back presses into the mat. Hands come down by your sides. Now those feet remain hip width apart and our knees remain right in line with the hips. With that pelvic tucked and the pelvis tucked, we're pressing that small of the back into the mat. Now begin to press to your heels as you lift your hips towards the sky. Peel your spine off 1 vertebra at a time. Squeeze your buns. Wonderful activator for the buns and the hamstrings. So those glutes and the hamstrings working to press us up to bridge pose. Breathe. Knees staying right in line with those hips. Core is strong. Knees right in line. Don't let them flare. Slowly lower back down. Now we're not going to lower all the way down, but I want you to feel each vertebra coming down. As you reach that last little section of that lower lumbar region, keep the pelvis tilt. Don't release all the way down. And let's press to the heels and lift once again. Peeling all the way up. So realigning that spine. Helping to articulate each vertebra one at a time. Breathe. You feel those glutes? And slowly hollow. 1 vertebra coming back down at a time. Again, we're going to do this 1 more time. So do not release unless you absolutely have to. Keeping that pelvic tilt. And slowly press. Press through those heels. Glutes have stayed active. Hamstrings have stayed active. Hopefully there's this warm little fuzzy feeling going on through those glutes. Reaching the top high as you can get. Bring the hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Work to extend those arms out. Roll 1 shoulder underneath you at a time if that feels right to you. And lift your hips. Now we're going to press to the heels and we're going to relax those glutes. So different muscles, those quads, start to kick in. Feels kind of good. Those glutes say, oh, thank you. I know at least mine do. Now squeeze your buttons and lift even higher. Keeping those knees in line. Openness through the chest. Strong through the legs. Release your hands. Unroll one shoulder and then the other. Slowly, slowly release yourself back down, one vertebra at a time. Till your bottom is the very last to touch. Pulling the knees in. Oh, that feels good for my bum. And rock side to side. Breathe. We come back to center. Keeping that right knee tucked in, extend your left leg out and down. Right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. Turn your gaze out over that right arm and just close your eyes. Soften your face. So nice. Now we're going to bend that left knee and draw the heel up towards your bottom. If you like, reach down with that right hand. Can you find your foot? Take a hold of it. And work to nestle that right shoulder down and away. Breathe. I feel like I'm not a huge fan of that. Just release your foot. It's absolutely fine. Remember, this is your journey, right? And we're going to find things that feel good to us. And sometimes you'll find that the stretch feels better one way versus the other. It's about taking care of yourself. Releasing your foot. That right arm extends back out. Roll it back to center. Extend that right leg to the sky. Point your toes. Reach up with that right hand. Take a hold along the outside of your leg. Thigh, calf, ankle, outside edge of your foot, or take a hold of your big toe with your first two fingers and your thumb. Left arm extends out to a T, and we're going to slowly lower that leg out to the right. Doing your best to keep that left hip from lifting off the mat. So we're really working to keep that pelvis in line and just let gravity take a hold of the weight of that right leg. You'll notice that that left side through your obliques is really working hard to keep that left hip from lifting, because if you relax it, you'll literally just roll to the right. Having that left arm extended out to a T is a great counterbalance to help you from rolling over to the right. But really notice the strength in those obliques and that beautiful stretch through the inner thigh of that right leg. Now, just using the strength of that right leg, the inner thigh, those adductor muscles, let that right arm be heavy, and let's slowly begin to lift the leg. Let that arm be heavy. It's just extra weight. Coming along for the ride. As you reach the top, release your hand, point your toes, little external rotation through your hip, reach out through the toes and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor just as best you can. Turning your gaze out over that left arm, and then just close your eyes. So we've gotten some added benefits of hamstring stretches, hip stretches, even though we're focusing on the back, because a lot of times hips and hamstrings have to do with how much tightness we hold. Also the neck. So releasing tension through the neck and the shoulders helps to release tension in that cervical spine and even that thoracic spine. Working in different directions, front, back, side to side in that rotation, promoting flexibility and range of motion for the spine. Always working on core strength, guys. That core strength, it's so important. If you like, bend that right knee, draw your heel up towards your bottom, and reach down with that left hand. Can you take a hold of your foot? Take a hold of it if you like. Again, if you prefer just to keep that leg long, that is absolutely fine. So that core strength, you guys, is so important in our well-being, posture, gait, balance, strength in general, health in general. If our core muscles are weak, the rest of our body suffers. So really be mindful. Put in the work. Take care of your body. Be consistent. It doesn't have to be super intense, and it doesn't have to be 6 hours long or even an hour long. But be consistent on moving. Be consistent on standing tall. Be consistent on those deep breaths. Releasing your foot, left arm extends back out. Release your right hand and slowly roll it back to center. Extending that left leg to the sky, point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip. Reach out through the toes and slowly lower your leg down. You notice that if you're with me, you actually held that rotation a little bit longer than we typically would as I jabbered at you. But that is an amazing stretch, guys, that literally your hips, your spine, your shoulders, your neck, your whole body responds to. Relax the weight of the legs. Relax the arms. If you like, pull the hands down by your sides, open your palms to the sky, or perhaps resting your hands on your tummy. Maybe you prefer to pull the feet in, soles of the feet together, knees open out nice and wide. You're welcome to be on your side or in a seated position. We're going to give ourselves permission to gently step away from our everyday life, to find a place where we're comfortable, where we can allow the weight of the body to gently release into the presence of the mat. Your mat is full of positive energy, healthy, strong, powerful energy. Even if it's a relatively new mat, you have just spent some quality time with it. Breathing, moving, learning, letting go. Our yoga mats are amazing. They help repel negative energy, and they absorb positive energy to give back to us during Shavasana. They help to give us the strength we need as we move through our practice. Full of kindness and love. Allow yourself the gift of breath and of being a human being rather than a human doing. And ever so gently, our breath deepens. Our awareness is drawn back to our physical being. If the legs are long, gently pull the knees up. If we're in butterfly, gently close the knees. If you're in a seated position, stay where you are. We'll meet you momentarily. If we draw those knees together, those feet up by your bottom, give yourself just a moment. A little pelvic tilt. Press the small of the back into the mat. And gently release to that neutral spine, whatever your neutral spine is. Now, as you inhale, little pelvic tilt, press the small of the back into the mat. Feel that connection. And gently release back to that neutral spine. One more time. Inhale, pelvic tilt, small of the back into the mat. And gently release. Allow both knees to gently fall to one side. Using the strength of the arms, helping yourself come up to a seated position that feels right to you. We sit tall. We rest the hands comfortably. However you wish. Close your eyes and breathe. Our jaw is soft, our eyes are soft, our breath slow and steady. We take a moment feeling the positive energy within us, the clarity of our mind, how the body feeling right here, right now. With a sense of gratitude, we thank the mind and the body for taking this journey today, in this journey towards health and well-being. Feeling a sense of joy in the movements our body allows. Let's pull the hands to heart center. Gently open the eyes. Inhale, reach to the sky. Big circle of those arms to the back. And once again, pull those hands to heart center. I can't thank you enough for joining me today. I hope it was an amazing class for you today. I hope you're feeling wonderful. And I hope the rest of the day is truly, truly fantastic. Be well. Take care of yourself. And until the next time, namaste.